Screen is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's start. So what we have seen in the practical of biometrics in last session, I think I will open biometric practicals. Already the list has given to you. Okay, so in the last practical session we have seen how to calculate the mean, median, mode, how to calculate the standard deviation, variance and covariance, how to display the image in your axis, and how to plot the histogram and how to display. Okay, so after that we need to perform this following operation on your image. Okay, so for processing image processing, we required sometimes to convert your gray color RGB color image into the gray color. Okay, and then we want to detect the edges of the image. Okay, so sometimes what happened, we required the skeleton of the images. So at the time we will detect the edges by using certain technique. I think we have covered two practicals of these biometrics, right? Ashia, is it correct? I think we have seen these two practicals. Ashia,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
no हो चुके हैं ना? Okay, so we will see the third practical. Compare the input image with the database image without any specific feature extraction. Okay, so first I will show you the one demo, one live video, and on the basis of that we want to compare the image on same manner. Okay, so first it is a very small video. Is screen is visible? Screen दिसते तुम्हाला?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now you can see we want to perform such kind of task. Okay, so we want to compare the image. So for example, we want to load the image, right? So you can load the any image from your existing computer, or you can download the any database web. After load are shown here in the axis, and we have plotted the histogram of these two images. Okay, and you can say at the result we want to check whether the two images are same or not. Okay, so we want to check like this. So that kind of comparison we can perform. Okay, so there is code is given here. We will check that code. So here one another example, third image with the same person but some additional noise has generated. Now you can see here while plotting this histogram, we can see here from this point the distortion is up here. Okay, so distortion noise is there. Okay, within the image noise is there. Okay, so because of that the distortion of that image, it looks like a different image. Okay, oh. Okay, so 1 hour. Okay. So now you can check these two images like this. Okay, so we want to compare these two images or any images. We will show you the uh, another example. Now first we have read the two images. Okay, so here we are seeing the code. Okay, and after that we will try to match with the match histogram function. Okay, so by using this match histogram function, there are certain features has selected. Okay, from that feature we want to compare these two images. Okay, whether the two images are same or not. So on the basis of histogram, now you can say the on the basis of histogram we will try to check it. Okay. Now you can see the histogram. First original image. This is the ORL phase database, which is downloaded from OLUT Research Laboratory. Okay, original image and the target image. Okay, so both are the different one, and the histogram match image will be this one. Okay, so likewise we can compare two images without using or without extracting much more features, right? So this is our own main target from for the today's practical session. Okay, so let's see one by one how we can solve it. Here there is another example. Okay, here there is absolute function is there. It can be find out the absolute difference between the two images. Okay, from two matrix we can find out the absolute difference, and on the basis of the difference we will try to match, right? So there are so many different type of ways how we can plot and how we can match. Okay, so now you can see the image histogram and image the values. Okay, so this is just a basic idea what kind of application you want to develop for the matching purpose. Okay, so first we will see how. Yes, Ashia, do
So,
you want
what is mean by absolute difference means? What
absolute
you
difference?
explain is not understand.
No, we will see it. Okay, don't worry. So there is a one function which within your MATLAB absolute difference. Okay, so you can say the absolute difference of two images. So if you want to read more about this, so you can go to the, I will show you the formula. Okay, just wait. So the description it is given. If it is, I hope it is visible to you. So I am base difference. Okay, so it will subtract each element in array y from x, which will be subtracted from the array of y from the corresponding elements in array x. Okay, so one by one subtraction will be happened from the each element from its first index value to the first index value of the another from x to y. So the subtraction will be happen. That is nothing but the absolute difference. Okay, is it clear?
Okay. Yes,
मग
sir.
साधं काय किंवा तुमच्याकडे समजा एक मॅट्रिक्स असेल, समजा आपण फॉर एक्झाम्पल एक मॅट्रिक्स घेऊया 3x3. 3x3 मॅट्रिक्स आहे. ओके, लेट स्टार्ट. वी विल से the mat. Okay, we will create the matrix, random matrix 3 by 3. Okay, so we can see this is the one matrix having the random values like this. Okay, now we want to create the another matrix. We can say m2, and we are again randomly creating the two variable values, right? So now you can check in the m1 the first value is 0.147, and in m2 first value is 0.9649. Now we want to find out the absolute difference between them. Okay, so how we can find out? We have the formula absolute difference between this. Okay, so just check. So we will store this value into the Z matrix, absolute value of m, that is your first matrix, and absolute value of m2, that is your second matrix. Now you can see the difference. So Z will be like this. So you can come by, you can check the, the first value from m, the first value, sorry, we can say the first value of m is what? 0.817. You can check 0.8147, and the first value of this m1 is, sorry, 0.9649. Okay, what happened? Sorry, not m1, it is m2. Okay, 0.9649. Okay, so we want to give the absolute difference between them. So how we can calculate the absolute difference? So here I am using these like this. Okay, so you can say the z1. So this is the m1 first element from this matrix, and first element from this matrix. Now you can see the difference between them. If we are normally making the difference between them, so if we can say the subtraction operation, if we are performing the subtraction operation from these 2 points, okay, same value we are considering, okay, so we will get the negative value. What happened here? So when we are directly performing the subtraction operation on the same element, at the time we will get the negative value. Okay, so when we are applying the absolute value, so we will get the positive value. That's the difference between the normal subtraction and find out the absolute difference between them. Now is it clear? Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in this way we want to compute the difference between them. So आता मला काय सांगत होतं तेच विसरून जातो म्हणजे असं डिस्टर्ब झालं. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to compare the two images. What is our main agenda? Comparison, one to one. When we are comparing one image to one image, that is your verification. Okay, and when we are comparing one image to three images, at the time it is nothing but your identification process. Okay, so in biometrics, every time we required the identification. Okay, so biometrics means what? The identification of the person on the basis of physical or behavioral characteristics, right? So that is we required, our main target is identification. But before goes to the identification, we must know how to verify the image. Okay, so for verification purpose, we are always try to compare one image to another image. Okay, one to one comparison, the same image will be compared. Okay, so now we will first read the any image. For example, I am read so I will read the image. Where is your biometrics practical? Here. Okay, so we will see the principal.jpg, right? So this image we have read. Oh, sorry, we haven't stored it. So we can say the I1, the first image will be stored. So we can show it. I am sure I1. Okay, okay, so this is the image which we have read through read function. Okay, again we are reading same image and storing that image into the second variable, that is I2. Okay, now we can compare it. So when we want to compare it, so just visualization purpose, we can use the one function. Okay, so I will show you the which function is there. I'm show pair. Okay, so we can use I'm show pair like this. Just wait. So we don't want here difference now. So I'm show pair I1 and I2. Not appearing here. I think it is converting it directly into the RGB format and then making the difference. So that can be, if we are using the difference, so it will be like this. Okay, so there is no relation between them. Okay, it means the whole image is same. Now we will change the image. So we will change the image. We will use I3 equal to am read. We will use the another image, earth. We want to read this image. We can show it. I'm sure I3. Okay, so this image is there, very old image of mine. Now we are using this. Instead of I2 we will use the I. Now you can check. So there is a slightly difference between them. Okay, so that kind of differences are there. So likewise we can compare. Then another approach is that we can plot the histogram, and from the histogram value we need to compare it. Okay, so how to plot the histogram? Do you know command? तुम्हाला command माहिती आहे का? Which statement we have to use to plot the histogram? Can anybody? कोणी सांगू शकेल का?
No, sir.
We have in the last lecture, we have in last practical, we have seen the display the histogram. Okay, so try to remember these practical sessions. So then it will be the very useful to you. If you are not remembering, then it is very difficult to you also and me also. Okay, so here I will write this code into the practical number 3. This is your practical number 0. Okay, compare. And commenting this one. Okay, and I will copy this code. Okay, so that's it. Now we want to store which location. Siddharth Biometric Practicals. Okay, using that practical demonstration. Practical number 3. Okay, so if you want to plot the histogram, so So we can directly use, we can show I'm hist. Okay, hist I1. Okay, so let's check whether this code is working or not. Hist. Okay, so now you can see this is the plot. This histogram plot will be generated. So it's working fine. So I will clear all values. We'll see. Okay, now we want to find out the difference between them. So we have shown the differences between them. Now we want to find out the difference between them by using the absolute function. Okay, so get the difference between them by using this absolute, right? So we will check it, the value of I1 and value of I3. So we will check. Now unrecognized function absolute. Okay, sorry, what happened here? This variable is not exist. So we will stop. We will execute on this value from start. Okay, so now you can see the difference. So this is the Z, these are the values, right? So these are the differences, difference between them. Okay, so if I'm showing that histogram of this Z, so you can see. So this is the difference. So we need to plot the figure. Okay, so this is the figure 1, and this will be figure 1, figure 2. Here also we will show the figure. Here we are showing the image 3. Here image show. Likewise also we can add the title. Okay. So now you can see the difference between the axis. Okay, now you can check there is a difference. If we are using the same image, instead of I3 we are using the I2. Okay, so we will try to show it. Now you can check all the values are the 0. Okay, so you can check there is a difference, that is 0 0. So we can find out the minimization function, or we can get the mean value of this Z. Okay, so we can find out the mean value, minimum value from this Z is 0. Okay, and when we are using this another function like this, I am copying image 1 with image 3. Okay, so we will get this value. So if we are trying to find out the minimum value, so we can say the yum. So we will get this yum like this. the column wise minimum value we have get. So instead of the column wise value, we will get all this value into a single column. Okay. So for easy understanding or easy comparison, we will try to compare, we will try to convert this gray, sorry, color image into the grayscale. Okay, into color image into the grayscale. Okay, so first we need to convert this image, that is your RGB format. Three channels are there. Yes, here why we want to convert this three channel into the grayscale, because we are getting the difference between into the three channels. तीन channel चे difference येत आहेत तुम्हाला. So instead of comparing each and every channel, comparing three different channels, so instead of that we should compare only one channel. एकच चॅनल आपण कम्पेअर करू आणि त्याच्या बेसिसवर काय करू, डिसाईड करू. ठीक आहे. Therefore we will try to convert your original color image into the grayscale image. Okay, so we will keep the variable name as it is, I1. So RGB to gray, there is the one function we can use. Now you can check. Okay, so this is the grayscale image. Okay, all yes. Okay, so we will try to convert all the images into the grayscale. Here I3. Okay, so three images are converted into the grayscale. Now let's see what will happen here. Same thing, there is no much more difference between them when we are using the same image. Okay, but when we are using the different image, so instead of two images, first initial value, third image we are giving. Okay, so now we can check the z values are in number. Okay, so these are the values. So we want to find out the minimum value from them. So we want to find out the minimum value of z is, again it is coming column wise. So first we will calculate the mean of this z, mean. Okay, so here we got the mean value, and from this mean value we will get the minimum value. Okay, so minimum value is 35.6900. So now we can check. So I will update this code into the your main program. So here we required the minimum value. Again what we required. Okay, and we can say the minimum is this. Now we can check the minimum value is from this point. So first we need to clear all the previous values. Okay, so we will add clear all. Okay, so it will clear all the previous data. It will close all the windows and it will clear the history on your command prompt. What happened here? Okay, so here we require the mean of z. Okay, so the minimum mean from this z value. Okay. Now you can check the minimum value is 0. Okay, so on the basis of that we will check whether the two images are same or not. So we need to give the condition if we can set the minimum value for matching purpose. Okay, for example, if mean value is less than 10, right? So we are using this condition. If minimum value is less than 10, we can display both images are same. Okay, both images looks same. Or if this condition is false, we can say image does not match, or you can say here same match. Okay, likewise you can give the any message on the basis of this condition. Okay, so now you can see the both images are look same, it is match. Why? Because we are giving the value, we are finding out the difference between the normal image, that is I. So instead of this I2, now we will pass the I3, that is my image. Okay, now we will check it, right? So now you can see image does not match. So likewise we can perform the certain task. Is it clear? समझते हैं क्या?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so likewise the comparison will be happen, one to one compare. Okay, so one image will be compared with another image. Okay, now in another approach we want to compare one image with the various different images. Instead of only one comparison, we have to compare one image with the n number of images. Okay, 1 to n. Okay, so at that time, so we have to perform the different approach. Okay, so let's first we will develop the GUI for this application, and then we will go for the 1 to n matching. Okay, so how to develop the GUI? Just click on the guide, command prompt, write the guide. Okay, and you click on the create new blank GUI. Okay, you can save it. So you want to save it in your folder. Practical number 3 GUI. Okay, this is the practical. Okay, so this is the empty GUI. Nothing will be appear here. Now we want to display the images on your axis. Likewise, so as already I have shown you some video, we'll get video. Okay, so likewise you can develop the application. So here we required the two axes, show the images, and sorry, just wait, and two another axis to display the histogram of these both images. Okay, and on clicking on the first button you will read the image and show it, and another button the another image, and on the check button show the difference. So on that button you will try to check. Okay, and here you will print the result whether the both the images are matched or not. Okay, so first we will give the title to your practical. Okay, go to the properties, string, the title of your image, compare the input image, or we can directly write the image comparison, image comparison. Okay, and we can change the color, change the foreground color, background color. You can also change the font size. Okay, so you can change the font size. The font weight will be bold, so likewise it will be appear. Image comparison. Okay, here I'm copying this, and here I will show, I will change the color red. Okay, in string practical number 03. Okay, practical number 03 image comparison. Okay, now you want to use two axes to show the images. So this is axis 1, we will copy 2, right, and another same things we will copy for the histogram. Okay, so you will use the button, so you can give the name of your button. Go to the string, first image, read the first image, change the color, you can change the different color, set the size, font weight, like this. First image, then we'll use to read the second image, change the name, first image, second image. Okay, so two image, and in third we required the matching. Okay, so we want to find out the match. Okay, so we will use this match button. Okay, so 3 button we have used, and here we want to display the result. Okay, after matching, the result should be displayed into this text box. Okay, into this text box, result should be displayed. So first we will try to code for the button first. Okay, we'll write read the first image and and display it on I1 equal to I am read. So which image you want to read? So first image. Okay, so this is the first image you have read. Now you want to show this image onto the axis. Okay, on which axis you want to show? On axis number 1. Okay, so let's check what will happen after executing this statement. So nothing will be happen. Why? Because we are not handling the image. Okay, or we are not handling the any kind of application. We are not showing the image. Okay, so we will try to show I am show I1. Okay, so we will show 1. Now try to execute. So the by default it will handle the last axis. So instead of that we want to handle the axis number 1. Okay, so we want to handle the axis number 1. Okay, so handles axis 1 or any appropriate function which can be handled this. Okay, so there is error, so I think we should use the handles. Just wait. Else let's check this code. So here so we will comment the previous one. Okay, now it's working fine, so there is no problem. Okay, so we have handled this image. Now we want to show it. We want to read the another image. Just one wait. After the showing, the particular histogram should be plot here. Okay, so we need to handle the another axis, handle axis 3. Okay, and I am hist plot the I am hist I1. Okay. So it will be look like this. Same thing here. We will try to write the code on the second button. First image. Now write the second image. Okay. First image and second image. Right click it. Go to the property. Go to the fallback. Here. Read second image and display. Okay. Here same thing. So instead of handle 1, we want to handle 2, and instead of the handle axis 3 or 4. Okay, same thing, same code. First image, this histogram. Second image, this histogram. Okay, now we want to match. Okay, so when I am clicking on this match button, at the time it should be tell us whether the both images are same or not. Okay, so we need to go coding to the match button. We call back. Okay, here we need to write this code. So which code? This code. Okay, so I'm trying to copy that. Right, will perform here. Right, so we required the image 1 and image 2. Right, so instead of this, the second image, so we need to use the variable name is different one, image 2. Okay, so here also image 2 images, and here we will use the image 1 and image 2. Same thing, nothing will be different. Okay, and try to match first image, second image, and match. So at that time error will be occur. Why? Because we are not accessible this variable into under this function. Okay, so for that we required the global variable. Okay, so we will access it, we will make it global I2, sorry, global I1, and here global I2. Okay, right, and here we require this global I1 and global I2. Same thing, the rest of the things are same one. Here we also require to convert the color image into the grayscale. Okay, so we will do it little bit later on. So just check it now, match. So now you can see there is one error. Unrecognized function or variable mean. Okay, so it is not, mean is not calculated here. But we will check first image, second image, match. Okay, so z value. Okay, so when we are trying to find out the mean, so I think it is coming. Okay, it's coming. So we have this. Okay, I think it is working now. So the most of the case what happened, the array size is different one. Because of that we require the same size of array. Okay, so here what we will do, we will try to minimize it. So first we will convert the your original image into the grayscale image. So you can say GI1 grayscale 1. Okay, so RGB to gray. I1 image, it's your first image. Then we will to use the second grayscale image, I2. Okay, now let's check whether it's working. Oh, first image, second image. And I am trying to click on match. So it will be 1. Okay, so G1 is 200 by 200 pixel and G2 is 200 by 200 pixel. Okay, same thing. Now Z will be so 0 0. Okay, what happened here, we require to pass the grayscale image here instead of the color image. Okay, so we will stop this. Now we will check first image, second image, match. Okay, that's it. Now find out the minimum value. Here something error will be happen. Z. Okay. Now it's working. What happened when we are trying to we will close this. Now we will go one by one. Okay, match, not match. Okay, so we will, instead of this we will use the yum. Okay, so we the yum value as a mean and minimum value. So let's check now. This is your yum. Okay. Okay, now it's working. Okay, both images are looks at same, matches. That message is given. Now we want to give the message on this text box. Okay, so on this text box the message should be print whether the match or not match. Okay, so for that we need to handle here. And this, instead of this, what is this? This is edit one. Okay, so we can check edit one, and let's edit one, and let's edit one, or we can set the value by using, we can set the value, set handles axis 1. So we need to set the value as a string, therefore the string value will be match. Okay, so just check now, first image, second image, match. Okay, so now it is match, and if the both values are not same, then it should be show not match. Okay, so same thing, first image, second image, and match. Okay, so now in this code what we have did, we have read the two images same. Okay, so instead of that we will use this another image. So using Siddharth to you. Okay, so here is the second code. Okay, so instead of same image we will read the another image. Okay, so first image, second image, match. Now what happened here? X and Y must be the same size. Line number 2. Okay, there is a problem. Why this problem will be occur? Because the size of the first image and second image are the different one. Okay, so because of that this problem will be occur. Now we will check the first image, second image. The size of first image is 206 by 206. Okay, so instead of that we will check, we will keep the image size same. First image, second image. Okay, try to match. Now both image size are same, and continue. Okay, so try to match, not match. Okay, so likewise it can be performed. So instead of the by using the normal image, by using the static image, we can dynamically pick up any image from your database, and you will try to match both the images without um, extracting the much more features. Okay, so is it clear to you? Is it clear? समझ लगा? Yes or no? Ashwini, Prajakta, Abhijit. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
समझला ना?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. So thank you very much for your patience listening. Have a nice day and take care. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye bye.